if I have, yeah. Without any further delay, first of all, I would like to apologize for the delay, but because, it's Sunday and people are saying it's very cold in Hyderabad, but people coming from Delhi will know what is cold. So anyway, we are still expecting some people to come. I don't want to delay anymore. The proceedings will start immediately now. I would request Khari Janab Muhammad Yasir Sahab to start with Tilawat Quran Pak, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان. والسماء رفعها ووزع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان. والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. رب المشرقين ورب المغربين. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you very much, Janab Muhammad Yasir Sahab. To start, I would request the honored guests and the speakers of the evening to be on the dais. First, I would request Janab Sayyid Zafar Mahmood Sahab, our main speaker and the man behind Sachar committee and who was served the PMO office and a very renowned person. He doesn't need any introduction. I would request Janab Sayyid Zafar Mahmood Sahab to please come on the dais. It's a great honor to have a person like Dr. Zafar Mahmood amongst us. It's a real honor because in the situation, in the types of initiatives, in the work Dr. Zafar Mahmood is taking up for the causes of minorities, and not just minorities, the nationals of this country, it is really, really remarkable and a paramount effort. Thank you very much, Dr. Zafar Mahmood, for giving your time and coming down from Delhi at a very crucial time when the elections in 4 states are being announced. And the dignitaries, all of them who have come here, they have really shown a lot of respect to the issues of the minorities and the issues which we have put agenda to. And now I would request a face of Parliament, a Muslim face in Parliament, Janab Muhammad Adib Saab, a member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, sitting now, and a very, very strong voice in the Parliament who raises voice in a very, very effective manner in every issue which is related to minorities and is helping the community grow inside Parliament and outside. He is also the founder of People's Campaign Against Politics of Terror. You know about People's Campaign Against Politics of Terror, PCPT, which fought for the, Muslim boys who are in jails. There is a big battle which is happening in India from last couple of years, and the whole credit for that battle to begin and to start goes to Janab Muhammad Adib. A big hand for Janab Muhammad Adib, please. It's a very great honor, sir, to be welcoming you and for you to be here. He was in Kanpur yesterday. He flew from Kanpur to Delhi. He attended a marriage ceremony at night at 11:30, 12 o'clock, and now 4:30 he got up and again he's here. So we can imagine the importance of the issue which we are discussing, how critical, how important they consider the issues which we are going to discuss in this convention, please. Now I would request Janab Ram Punyani, a known face, a very big writer. He is from IIT, professor of IIT. He is the face of in India who is working for the communal harmony. He resigned from IIT as a professor and he dedicated his life for community service. He dedicated his life for harmony. He dedicated his life for unity among the nationals. He dedicated his life for this nation. And he is fighting against all those forces which are trying to divide, which are trying to put wedge into the communities on basis of religion or on any other way. And he is a very great author. He is a very great author. I will tell about him when he will be addressing to you. I'll give him more brief on him. Thank you very much, sir, for sparing your time. See, it's a very critical thing about him, is very important and very which touches me, is that this convention we are planning from November. It was supposed to be held on 14th of November. Because of Muharram, we shifted it. Every time the date was shifted, I'm proud to say, Mr. Ram Punyani was always, adjusting himself. He made himself available because he considered that it is very important for this country that there should be harmony and there should be unity among all sections of the society. So thank you very much, Mr. Ram Punyani, for sparing your time and being here with us this morning. Now I would request Mrs. Uzma Nahid. Uzma Nahid is a face. She is a face who is working for the destitute. Actually, she is the chairman of ICRA, and she is working for distressed women in Muslim communities. This organization is supporting 3,000 distressed women in Muslim community across India, and they are having a manufacturing unit for 150 articles which they manufacture, which these women, these 3,000 women, they manufacture, and they are being inducted into various corporates, and there are entrepreneur opportunities given to them, and they are really doing very great service to the community as well as to the women and in Muslim community and in general to the society of India. Now, because it's slightly, it looks not very apt, but I have a very big honor to invite Janab Aziz Pasha Sahab, who was former member of parliament. He's a person who stands for all causes, irrespective of who stands for it. He's such an important person for me, especially because in Andhra Pradesh, people's campaign against politics of terror, which I spoke about, Mr. Muhammad Adib, that the whole effort and the whole impetus which has come, it has come from Janab Aziz Pasha Sahab. He doesn't need any introduction. He belongs to CPI, but he is available for every effort which comes for the community, for the nation, for goodness in the society, for uplifting things and fighting the battles with the government, addressing people. That's all. He's always available. He has been a support for us, for all initiatives which we have taken. He has been support and a courage behind. Now I would request Janab P.A. Inamdar. Mr. P.A. Inamdar is an educationist, a builder, a thinker, a reformer, and a visionary. And I don't know how many adjectives I can add, because all what I'm saying, they add to him, they have value. What all I'm saying is, Inamdar bhai? Ji, please. They have value, and I have a great opportunity to discuss with him, to discuss various issues, and I've always found he is so practical in his approach and so calculative and so concerned about the community. Yesterday when I was coming from the airport, he said, we have lived our life and God has blessed us. It is our time now that we give it back. So such are the people who are so well placed in society. They don't require anybody's anything, but they are striving and they are dedicating their lives and putting their thoughts and efforts and all the resources they have in developing the community and making it resurgent. Now I would request a very smart and very young media personality from India, from National Urdu Media, Janab Mumtaz Alam Razvi. A big hand for him. He is from Inqilab. He is the bureau chief of Inqilab. Inqilab is a Urdu daily which is very popular in North. It is popular in various other parts of South also. But he is a very learned person, double PhD from Jamia, and he has, you can understand, from last 10 to 15 years, he is associated with media, and to head an organization like Inqilab and to be the chief of that organization, it's a great honor. Please give him a big hand, please, again. Now, I really appreciate the presence of all the dignitaries here. Now, without wasting any time, I would like to, I'm skipping one important thing here, which you might have noticed. We are not giving any of them flowers or bouquets or felicitating them with bouquets, because the subject which we are taking up here, it doesn't require them to be given. I'm absolutely, sorry for not doing that, but I think I have a valid reason, because the issue which we are discussing doesn't give us that opportunity to really be very happy about. We have so many things to discuss, and we have so much to work hard as a community. So I am skipping that, sir, with your permission. Thank you very much. Now I would show you a small clip on Sare Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara, just to open the session. Video on. This video was taken at BCPT's third convention in Hyderabad at Malakpet. That's our India. Now, with apology, I would request Reverend Father Dr. Pakian Samuel, Director of Henry Martin Institute in Hyderabad. Sir, please. A big hand for... So this Henry Martin Institute is doing a remarkable job actually. They are trying to do the same job what we are trying to do here, uniting people, creating harmony, refusing to budge to, people who are dividing our society. Sir, yeah. And they are having a very huge property here in road to Shamshabad. They are having it open for all communities. They are doing interfaith dialogue and all the positive things which are required for a community today. Now, coming back to the main program, see, I would like to give you a brief about the evening and why the idea of having such a convention had come to us. And it happened, a month back. The idea was always in my mind that there has to be a initiative which would address and which would discuss and debate the governments which are in power, whether it is in center or in the various states. Because as a citizen of India, and when we are living in a democracy, when we have voting right, and we are people who make these governments, we are making these governments with aspirations. We are making these governments with our vote, trusting them that they will fulfill the desires and they will fulfill our ambitions, and they will also keep up to the promises which they give us in their manifestos. So ultimately, what is boiling down is repeatedly since the independence, if you see, many promises are being made. We are not particularly saying this government or that government. As a citizen of India, we have certain rights. If you have seen in the invitation also, on the back of it, we have given 6, fundamental rights each Indian citizen enjoys. And we coming to those, if you elaborate and if you try to stretch and understand them deeply, there we find there are so many hurdles, and we find so many flaws which we see in our day-to-day interactions with the people, in the society, in the governments, whether it is discrimination, whether it is giving of services or whatever, on basis, what is the basis of that? It is always on the basis of religion, basis of caste, basis of language, basis of region, and several in subcaste. In Hindu community, there are subcaste. There is a big amount of discrimination we are seeing every day today. I do not want to take more time because we have already started very late. The main object of this REACH NGO is to bring about the actuals of the performance of our governments. We are seeing this government UPA 1, UPA 2 as the topic goes on. UPA 1, UPA 2, promises, performance, and the last window of opportunity. See, the point which I want to make here is, traditionally we have been, as a community, we are always supporting a government which is being led by Congress, except for certain years in certain terms, for reasons very well known to you. The community has sided aside with them. But more or less, we have been supporting, 180 million community has been supporting, unconditionally almost for several decades. And when we again see that reports are being made that the community after 65 years of independence is not going ahead a bit, it's still on the same wedge, and it is, in some cases, it's going back also. So it is a time for introspection for us today. So with that objective, what we thought, we will bring in the speakers like Dr. Zafar Mahmood has, from last maybe several years, he is raising all these issues. And on each table, there is a pamphlet in Urdu and English, which gives about 20 points which are essential, which were committed by the government of the time today, that is UPA 1, UPA 2, and we have seen, all of us, that the commitments are not being implemented in letter and spirit. Maybe they may be having certain restrictions, they may be having certain reservations to do that, but we have been with them for getting these things done, and we have trusted them and we have voted them. Once we have trusted and we have voted, I think in a democracy, in a more advanced world like today and in a modern age, one person, when he cannot flaw on his terms of speaking, he cannot go back on what he commits to people individually, how can a government of this stature, having 1.23 billion population, can flaw on their own written commitments in their manifestos? So that is the idea. So that idea, we wanted it to be discussed, opened up, and brought on the table with different views. Maybe there are flaws in our own community, we do not know. Maybe there are flaws with the political system. Maybe there are flaws in our own way of working and mechanism of the administration. Maybe there are flaws which we are not really aware, but as a common citizen we may not be aware. Now this is an opportunity for us, all of us, to understand them, because Dr. Zafar Mahmood is here, Dr. Janab Muhammad Adib is there, and people like, P.A. Inamdar is here, Mr. Aziz Sahab is here. So we will be able to understand more better and make up our mind how best we can get together with the government, with the community and the people around us, the majority community. We cannot live in an island. Muslim community cannot live in an island. We are an integrated part of this nation. And when we have integrated part of this, we are integrated part of this nation. We are as if we have any idea, if we have any resistance to get slightly, detached from them, that is not going to be in our interest. This is what I personally feel. An inclusive society, when we say we are having all rights, equal rights, whether it is in constitution, in parliament, in day-to-day life, in public domain, everywhere there is equal. We are blessed with equality, justice. All these things are common. Still, if a community is going back, there must be very grave reasons. Those reasons we want to analyze here. I do not want to continue more because already we are too late. Now the main speaker for this day, Janab Sayyid Zafar Mahmood. I would request Dr. Zafar Mahmood, please, if we give him a big hand, he will come and give a keynote address on this topic of UPA 1, UPA 2, promises, performance, and last window of opportunity. To open up the session, please. Dr. Zafar Mahmood, sir, please.